Hello, my name is Beckwith. I'm an EEG technologist and I work primarily in the neuroscience ICU at a hospital. Now, in the neuroscience ICU, sometimes patients will require long-term monitoring of their brain activity, and that's done through an EEG, which is 30 different wires that are applied to the patient's scalp that will record their brain activity. Now, in these patients who are unconscious in the ICU, there's a procedure that the reading neurologist requires that the technologist do, and it's called activations. Now, all that is the technologist will come and stimulate all 4 of the patient's limbs, and also, if they're unconscious, let's say they're on a ventilator, they will passively open the eyes of the patient. So, the problem here is that if you're all by yourself and you're stimulating the patient's foot, let's say, and the EEG machine is over here, you can't be typing what you're doing and doing it at the same time. So while these activations are pretty easy if you have 2 different people, if you're alone, it's close to impossible to efficiently do it. So my invention here allows an EEG technologist to stimulate the patient and talk to the computer as a voice assistant and have the computer make the annotations on the EEG for the doctor. Now, here's an example of our program.
Ready.
Label.
Say annotation.
Left arm stimulation.
Annotation saved.
Label.
Say annotation.
Left foot stimulation.
Annotation saved.
And now, if you have to go to the other side of the bed to do the other limbs, this is where it actually is really very handy, because if you're on the other side of the bed, you'll be stimulating and then running around to the other side, typing on the computer, running back. This allows you to just relax and do your job as an EEG technologist. Label. Right arm stimulation.
Annotation saved.
Label.
Say annotation.
Right leg stimulation.
Annotation saved.
Label.
Say annotation.
Passive eyes open.
Annotation saved.
Label.
Say annotation.
Passive eyes closed.
Annotation saved.
Now, after all those annotations I made, we're going to check and see if the computer was able to recognize what I said and label it on the EEG at this correct time. Stop program. And now if you'll look here on the computer screen, it saved all the annotations that I made: left arm stimulation, left leg stimulation, and it has the time and date, exactly when it was said, and that will be saved on the EEG record. Right arm stimulation, right leg stimulation, passive eyes open, which is me opening the patient's eyes with my hands, which is impossible to type on a computer and do that at the same time, which is why this was created. So this software isn't intended for routine EEGs done at a doctor's office, since those activation procedures can be easily done by a single EEG technologist, but the ones in the neuroscience ICU on an unconscious patient where you have to physically open their eyes and stimulate each one of the limbs, running back and forth around the bed, there's no good way to do this, and this is why we invented AiON EEG. And this is our software to solve that specific problem for an EEG technologist, to make sure activation procedures stimulating all the 4 patient limbs is done twice a day. It's supposed to be done every 12 hours, and it almost never is. And I think, in my opinion, it's because it's too difficult. And this makes it easy, and all the activation procedures will be done, so the reading neurologist will have the best EEG record possible. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your consideration. Here's my beautiful patient. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you're interested in beta testing my software, I'm opening 100 spots just 100, so that way it doesn't get too crazy. I want to make sure my software is of the highest quality, as little bugs as possible, make sure it runs smoothly with my 2 engineers, and then I can expand the company, hire more engineers, and then I can allow it to be open for other hospitals as well. We're working on other features like seizure detection. We've just started on that and we're starting to make progress, so I'm really happy about that. That feature's not open yet, so this software feature is only open to hospitals that do activation procedures on altered patients. So if you're one of those, make sure you text me at 813-838-7986. I'll respond to every single one of you. Yes, it's my real phone number. I'll even send you a video if you don't believe it. Or you can just message me on LinkedIn, message me real quick, and I will be sure to hook you guys up with the software if you're one of the first 100 people. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Talk to you all soon.